What if the most addictive drug on the planet wasn't something you could buy, but a feeling you can't seem to live without? The psychologist Carl Jung pointed out that the root of all addiction isn't some moral failing, but a desperate, spiritual hunger for meaning. This is the story of that misguided quest, and how the only real escape isn't found in a pill or a bottle, but in a profound experience from within. From the outside, we tend to see addiction as a weakness of character, a simple failure of willpower. But this is a deep misunderstanding. Jung saw the addict not as someone weak, but as a person searching for God in all the wrong places. The real problem isn't the substance, it's the gaping abyss inside. Think of the successful man in the tailored suit who is everything he was ever told to want, yet feels a soul-crushing emptiness. It's that silent, gnawing hunger for something more, for a sense of wholeness that modern life seems to promise but never actually delivers. This is the mental drug, the craving for relief from that unbearable inner void. From this point of view, people aren't just addicted to alcohol or drugs, they're addicted to the temporary illusion that the hunger is gone. The substance isn't the problem, it's the substitute for something sacred that went missing a long, long time ago. This is a spiritual crisis, where your own soul starts to feel like a stranger. This spiritual thirst isn't just a feeling of sadness, it's an all-out war within yourself. Jung had a name for it: spiritus contra spiritum, spirit against spirit. It's your true, higher spirit, the part of you that yearns for meaning, locked in a battle against the false, lower spirit of the addiction. The addiction promises a shortcut to transcendence, a fleeting moment of peace where the painful split in your mind is temporarily healed. But that relief is a treacherous mirage. Every time you reach for that fix, you just deepen the very fragmentation you're trying to escape. The craving for the substance becomes a cheap imitation of your soul's real thirst for wholeness. You're not drawn to destruction because you're evil, you're drawn to it because you're split in two. There's the part of you that copes and pretends everything is fine, and the deeper self that knows this counterfeit peace is a lie. But what if the thing you're trying to escape isn't the world around you? What if it's you? Jung's answer lies in one of his most powerful ideas: the shadow. The shadow is made up of all the parts of ourselves we've repressed, denied, and hidden away out of shame or fear. It's the pain we were told was unacceptable, the desires we were shamed for, the truth we buried just to survive. Addiction absolutely thrives in this darkness. The compulsive behavior is fueled by the parts of us we refuse to look at. A man who can't face his own vulnerability, his own rage, or his own despair will always find something to numb it. The addiction becomes a balm for the intense feelings of worthlessness hiding in the shadow. Someone possessed by their shadow is always standing in their own light, constantly falling into their own traps. Until you confront that shadow, not to destroy it, but to integrate it, you'll never be free. The path to freedom isn't about willpower, because addiction is an irrational force that logic can't defeat. The solution is a descent. It's a journey down into the darkness of your own mind to reclaim what you lost. Jung saw this as a kind of alchemy, the process of turning the worthless lead of our shame and pain into the gold of meaning and consciousness. It turns out the gold was in the dark the whole time. True healing requires a spiritual experience, an encounter with something bigger than your pain. This isn't about organized religion, but about a profound inner transformation that rearranges your entire being. It's a spiritual awakening that finally satisfies the soul's hunger, making the false spirit of the addiction totally obsolete. This journey isn't about going back to who you were before, it's about being reborn into the person you were always meant to become. The mental drug is a hunger for meaning, and addiction is just a search for it in the wrong direction. The only real escape is to stop running, turn inward, and finally answer your soul's call for wholeness. The very thing you've been trying to destroy holds the key to your transformation. If this message hit home for you, share what part connected with you in the comments below. And to continue this exploration into the depths of the mind, subscribe and join our community of thinkers. As Carl Jung said, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious.